You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. What's going on, everybody? You're tuned in to Floridian Rollo. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? We're going to talk about the power eclipse shift part 2. That's right. As you enter in the chat, make sure you thumbs up the video, like the video, let the people know that I'm on the channel. That's how we get it done. If you want to support, you can support via Cash App or Super Chat for any questions you may have. Now, we had this conversation sometime during the time of the eclipse, and I explained in retrospect, all praises to the Most High, that there will be a shift change. And one of the things I talk about was depending on where you're staying at, depending on the energy of the places you are currently at. And you're starting to see a power eclipse shift. I don't know if you've been paying attention. You notice it's been very quiet. It's like the earth stood still this whole past week. That passed because we're going to the new week tomorrow. Okay? And this past week that passed, and this week we in now, I don't know if you've been paying attention because you got a lot of things to take care of. You just could sense something is changing around you. The environment, the economic, the shift is continuing to happen. And it's confirmed, according to the Associated Press, that Biden is stepping down. We don't know who is going to be taking over until next week. So they're trying to figure out what they're going to do. So what does this mean? Well, this ain't no fear tactic, for one. This ain't no gloom and doom, for two. This ain't no the world's coming to an end, for three. It's just a shift changing, and the elect and the chosen ones got to get ready to be more responsible in what they're doing and what they're saying. This is very important because you got to make sure your household is together first and foremost before you deal with anything outside of your house. You got to make sure everybody is listening. And if they're not listening, I'm not saying for you to get rid of them. You have to keep in mind what you're dealing with, because the scriptures say you will have those, I'm paraphrasing, enemies of your own household. That's one of the eclipse shift that's going on, right? Because they know you, they've been around you, they know your ins and outs, they know your thoughts, they know how you get upset, how you don't get upset. So you got to check your household first. Everybody got to check their own household, and you got to check yourself first before you start dealing with the parameters you're around, okay? So that's one of the things that people will have to face. Economically, they don't really need people in the middle to manage the people that don't have it and the people that do have it. The thing, though, is the people that do have it, they have it for various reasons. And the people that don't have it for various reasons. And the people that's in the middle for the time being is dealing with both sides for various reasons, if you get what I'm saying. And so this shift is the Lord's doing. The old God, the old earth is no more. This shift, things are starting to become different. That's why you have earthquakes in various places. That's why you having storms. That's why you having cleansing situations, because when it's too much wickedness going on in particular places, in high places, the Most High have to send the cleansing to cleanse out the wicked. And see, when you have these powerful storms and these magnitudes of earthquakes, you have to look at what's going on in that place of why it's happening. Because of the lawlessness, the godlessness, the evilness, the wickedness. People not putting their trust in the Heavenly Father. They putting their trust in man. They putting their trust in things that is from the Lord who created all things, right? He giveth, he taketh away. He give you something, he could take it away just like that. And so the power eclipse is showing you that the people that is in the book of life will be all right. The people that's not in the book of life is going to be in the strong delusion, as you can see right now, not only on the internet, off the internet. Those who are not in the strong delusion will be all right. Things will be given unto them. The Lord is not a liar. A man could be a liar. A woman could be a liar. Things around you may not be as it's made. He is the only one that's not a liar. So, now, what are the solutions? Can't be in fear. Still got to live your life. Still got to be productive. Still got to be positive. And do not ignore what's going on around you. Keep that in mind. Don't let it overdo what you have to do. Because once you do that, now you're going to be in a strong delusion more likely, if you're not careful. Everybody had their time to do something right. Everybody had their time. And those who are doing right, it's going to be okay. From the Lord's perspective, not my perspective, not anybody on the internet perspective. The Lord's perspective, whatever he deems right, that's going to be shown to the world. Whatever he deems right. A lot of the things I said came from him. The downloads he gave me to warn the people, so my hands are clean. My hands are clean when it comes to the judgment of the good and the bad I have done. Whatever good I've done is good repercussions. Whatever bad I've done is repercussions. It's no getting around it. And once you have accepted that, you will do something about it. You get what I'm saying? Another shift that's happening is that more men are becoming more serious about their life than 10, 15, 20 years ago. Because you have a lot of young men in their 20s and 30s focusing on becoming more healthier, becoming more sufficient, and not dealing with that much drama in comparison to my age group and older, who is still in that before 2024 segment. You have to let that side of you go. When the eclipse happened, that's the big repentance. Now you got to repent a lot more than 2024 and beyond, less than 2024 to 2023, 2022. You have to repent more. So now the world's watching the so-called our people. They know their judgment is being dealt with. Your judgment is going to be more severe based on what you do. Now, We're going to talk about this Project 2025. Look, Project 2025 is like this. It's either you have it or you don't have it. That's what they're saying. They cannot provide services for you no more. They only can provide services for certain people. You, they're not providing services for. They have to make that change economically, not only for themselves. It's a spiritual law thing that they have to deal with and we have to deal with. So what does that mean, Raul? As I explained before, try to take care of your debt. Try to take care of your debt. The Most High will help you take care of your debt. You have to be serious about cleaning your debt. And what I mean by debt, anything over $20,000. You want to be below $20,000 because you will have to work for free to pay off that debt 2025. It doesn't matter what culture you are. It doesn't matter what ethnicity you are. This is in the book. And I explained this to y'all earlier, not too long ago, that it's important to take care of your debt so your name doesn't go through the circulation. It doesn't matter how much truth you know. What did the Bible say? Give unto Caesar, render unto Caesar. Why did Christ say that? Because he wasn't talking about at that time. He's talking about now. Whatever Caesar has given unto you, and there's a line that you agree with them to do, take care of it. Get that taken care of so that you don't have to work for Caesar for pennies on the dollar. It could be done. This is not a fair tactic. We have to render unto Caesar what Caesar have given us. And that's the black Esau. Black Esau. It's not Gentiles because Esau is not so-called white. He's so-called black. Just like me, different, somewhat different pigmentation of the same thing, so to say. That is who you have to render unto. When you look at the actual oil coin of Caesar, it was a so-called black man. A lot of these churches back in the 50s, the 40s, the 30s were run by black Caesar. When Nat Turner figured that out, who was after Nat Turner? The black Caesar. So now, when you start realizing what the real eclipse is black Esau and black Jacob. Black Jacob pulled down Esau, taking over the throne because he was. Why was Esau the firstborn and nobody recognized him? Because he is the fallen one. He is the fallen one that came through Isaac and Rebekah. Just like the eclipse between the two sons of, what's his name? What's the two sons' name that came first? Let me see. Abel and Cain. Abel and Cain. There we go. Abel and Cain. So, why was there a bounty on Cain? Because he's the first born. You see, if you look at Biden, Kamala, Trump, they all related. They all related. Cortez, what's going on? What's happening? They all related. And so the family is having a falling out because this shift is Eclipse. Trump knows in the family of Kamala, Biden, all related, all cousins. You can look it up. Obama's part of that family. Black Esau. So, Black Esau technology with his fallen angels will appear in 2025. The black fallen angels will come as it is in heaven, as it will come back on earth. You will start seeing things that Noah saw. Noah had help from the fallen angels. You know why? Because there's different dimensions of hell. It's not one hell, it's 7 hells. And the economics, it's been more glitchier. How many of you are at the site and you notice a glitch? When you go to the site, you try to punch in, you try to punch out, and then the company say you didn't punch in and punch out. Put a 1 in the chat if that ever happened to you. Some of you punch in this computer, you have to show your face, or some of you have to do a touch thing, and it has the navigation to your location on your phone. They could know if you're there or not. Did you know that in 2025 that you're supposed to receive your reparations? Black Esau wants your reparations. When you had the BLM, we're going to say that. When you had the BLM, they're not your people. They're from Esau. They're not from the seed of Jacob. And they took $50 trillion off of your death in the street by the cops. Do you know, as a chosen one, when you die, they make a big profit in hell? To see if you go to hell, that's how they get their profit. Their main goal is to get you to go to hell, not to be with God. And if you notice, majority of these pastors, majority of these people in these churches are away from God more than ever before. Whether you're Israelite, Christian, Buddhist, Muslim, you name it, whatever you want to call yourself in, whatever faith you believe in, all these mysticals and truth, whatever. People are shifting away from God and more focused and believing in man. So what's happening is you see a delusion, and I see the delusion And I don't fall for the delusion. So, of course, they want me to tell you fairy tales. What I'm saying is get your house in order. If you are married, you got children, make sure they're not the enemy of your household. Make sure that they're on the same page with you as a man. Being a man of God, a true man of God. Because the first person that they're going to use is the person you with. The outside cannot get in your house. You don't allow everybody in your household, right? I know I don't. I know Cortez don't. I know Corey don't. So if you don't allow everybody in your house, then how do people know about your house? It's the people that live in your house is telling the people about your house. How many of you ever experienced that in your past? You dealt with somebody and they telling everybody your whereabouts. And then you come home one day and everything is missing in your house. You think it's a game, right? You don't know a person until you start doing really well for yourself. I always say this. You don't know a person very well until you do well for yourself. When Adam started doing well for himself, Eve was entertained by the black devil. Why was she entertained by the black devil? Because Adam was gone for so long, he didn't give that woman of his, he told her what not to do. And because he was gone so long and she was lonely, she wanted to be entertained. Fellas, that's what we got going on today. When you talk about entertainment, and there's nothing wrong with that, especially if you are showing what to do, what not to do. The problem is you got to make sure that woman of yours is busy. I don't mind when she's idle and she don't have nothing to do, because women get bored fast. Women get bored fast and their curiosity of that left brain kicks in more than that right brain. It's hard to finesse a man, especially a man that has his mind right. I don't care. You could, listen, it is not hard for a woman to go against you. Unless she reach a point in life that she's seen it all. It's a true statement. A woman don't grow up until she's 45. I truly believe that. I truly believe that based on where we at as a people, a woman do not grow up until she's 45 years old. A man grows up depending on his whereabouts. He could mature by 25, 30 years old. He get all that leftist out of his way at his teens and early 20s. By the time he reaches 30, he's serious about life. Most women are not serious about life until they're 45. When they see they don't have the looks they used to have. And that's going on with the shift. Cortez, when we was coming up, Corey, when we was coming up, sisters in the 90s were the best looking women in the world. They didn't have to have different hairs and makeup and all that. They naturally were fit. Our women were naturally fit until they started eating a rotten apple. And some of us men started following them because of our lustful eyes and following the women. Then we started losing our tonality. That's our fault. That's our fault. That's why we see a digressive side of us compared to the 90s. Tell me if I'm lying, gentlemen. Tell me if I'm lying. Because the truth of the matter is this shift we're going to have to get our spirit right. We're going to have to get our mind right. We got to get physically back to where we used to be. We look like a mess right now. We look like a mess. We look worse than most of the Gentiles that is around us right now. You seen some of these Gentile women? You see how some of these Gentile women looking like sisters? You know what? They eating our food. We eating the food of nothing. They eating the food of something. It used to be different. Man, the Gentile women respectfully had nothing on the sisters back in the days. In the 90s, 80s, and 70s. Sisters were smoking hot. They used that and became evil with it. Just like the Bible said they would. And the men were taking care of themselves in great shape, and they deceived the women, and that's why they looking messed up. You know why a lot of us look messed up? Because we were deceiving the evil. Both parties. Look at the Pop the Balloon show, respectfully. Some of those chicks in the 20s look like they're 50 years old. They look old in the face. The guys, they're not taking care of themselves as men. Both parties are embarrassing themselves on these shows. It's to the point that we got to get skincare. We got to go to get certain things done to us to look good. We didn't have those issues in the 90s because we did not eat the forbidden. We was more into God in the 90s, 80s, and 70s compared to now. We don't care about God like we think we do. Because if we did, we would be in the best of shape. Our women would be in the best of shape, and they would have the best birth rate in the world. We're not even fruitful and multiplying right now. We're not even fruitful and multiplying right now. We're not even fruitful and multiplying. We looking like the ground we came from. How dare you talk about what the Gentiles and their leaders is doing when you are in the same way and worse than them? Arguing on panels all day. Going back and forth on panels all day. While the world is changing for you and you don't want to accept the change for you. You love your own miserably. You love it. You love your own vomit. Many of our people don't accept God. We don't accept God. We get more mad at God than the Gentiles do. Tell me if I'm lying. We get more mad at God than the Gentiles do. And you expect things to be better for us in this shift when we don't even love God the way we say we do. You can't even get 3 or more of us to get together to do something right. So how the hell you expect God to take us serious? The only way we could get together is to smoke, drink, and deal with different partners. That's when we cool with each other. Sick, man, sick. We have become like Esau and worse. And I don't want to hear it's these Debo's fault. No, you wanted to be evil. You love evil. You talk about evil more than good. You do. And so what they're going to do is what you accept. You talking about being poor, you're going to continue to be poor forever. Because many of you want us to be poor. That's another thing we need to talk about. Tell me if I'm lying. You go to work. You go to this site. You own a business. The first person that's going to say that you should not want more is your own people. Tell me if I'm lying. Tell me any other group that does that to their own people like we do to each other. It's to the point you don't believe God could get you out of poverty. It's to the point you don't believe God could bring you a wife. It's to the point that you ladies don't believe God could bring you a husband. You support madness. You don't support truth. I don't want to say, don't tell me you support truth because I don't see it. You only support truth when you in trouble. When you in trouble with God, that's when you want to talk to God. Why you don't talk to God when everything's going good? Why you don't talk to God when he's blessing your house, giving you wonderful, great kids, grandchildren? You don't thank God for that. You thank yourself for that. Do you know there's many men, no homo, pause, can't even perform to their women because they under a strong delusion? Do you know a strong delusion can make you not perform to your wife or your wives? Ooh, because of your evil, foul mouth and stupidity that you present. You know why a lot of you women getting bigger and under cardiac arrest at the age of 20, 25 because of your sin, of your lying, of your conniving, of your devilish ways? How you expect the world to respect you when you don't respect yourself? You know Project 2025 has a lot to do with us more than anybody else, especially you so-called black men. Because a lot of you don't read. You hear say what others say. I read between the lines. And this will affect you on YouTube too. Oh yeah. Y'all made so-called black people, you made so much money on YouTube and you have not shown anything for it. You made more money than most of your counterparts of other cultures. And now you mad they making more money than you. You had your chance and you blew it. You messed it up. You let your pride, your arrogancy, your jealousy, your connivingness, your deceitfulness, your slander have caused you to lose an opportunity that you will not be able to get. You mean all these prominent black YouTubers making good money and you still in a mess? You got Gentiles making $100,000 a day because they're not complaining about each other. They make the laws. You can't even get one law to favor you. Because if I was to go to sit before the house, you will want to persecute me. You will say I'm a sellout. Did you know certain laws passed in Florida when I went to Florida? And you would think the governor DeSantis wanted to see me. The Most High set it up. And guess what? My own people said that would be a bad thing to do. Cursed it. And they got hit the hardest in Florida when that hurricane happened. When they denied me, my own people got hit the hardest in Florida. Our own people don't want to have righteous laws and righteous ways of living. So why should I get mad when things happen to them, when they want it to happen to them? I'm going to open up the panel. I'm going to open up the panel for this one. This one, I will open up the panel. Put the link in the chat. Joe says, Agenda 2025 will set us black people 200 years if everything on there was implemented. Yeah. They want to be set back. Joe, they want to be set back. They want to. They don't want to go for it. They don't want to meet God. They want to meet hell, Joe. Joe, don't you hear how people talk about hell than heaven on the internet? They love to be burned. They love to burn. They love it. When you do evil, you get paid for it. You get paid to be somebody else. You get paid to look like somebody else. A lot of our own people don't even love to be by God. And shout out to the member Corey B for the support on the Cash App. Thank you, brother, for the support on the Cash App. I appreciate that. Cortez says it happens in the content sphere every day. Yeah, it does. Corey said earlier, you definitely telling the truth. Yeah. The good thing is a lot of the B-dubs ain't digging Kamala Harris. Some of the sisters are waking up. Some of the sisters are waking up to what's going on because it's affecting their pockets too. So a lot of sisters don't care for Kamala Harris. You know? They don't care for her like that, from what I'm hearing. Let me show you something. Let's get to a video. Let's get to a video here. Hold on one second. Now, how many of you remember I said that the women from other countries are going to go in on the American women, particularly the B-dubs? Put a one in the chat. Put a one in the chat if you remember me saying this about a year or so ago. That the American women will be replaced. That's part of this eclipse shift, fellas. I'm not joking what I'm saying. I'm not joking what I'm saying. There's a German woman right now. A German woman saying right now that the American woman, particularly the big Dell, ain't no competition with us. Y'all think I'm kidding? This ain't a joke. Part of this is shift, and Gender 2025 is to replace the American woman. Because the American men is tired of your title behind. Once the shutdown happened, fellas, women have more time to pay attention to what's going on in America throughout the globe. Tell me if I'm lying. When the shutdown happened, the world had more time to be on the internet to the point that women of other cultures wouldn't dare go at B-dubs in the 90s and 80s and 70s. They wouldn't even challenge the women back in the days. They wouldn't even challenge the sisters. They challenging the sisters right now. They saying they looking better. They could take care of us better than them. They wouldn't dare say that out their mouth back in the days. And I dealt with Gentile women back in those days. And it was very careful when they saw sisters looking at me. Okay? I was dealing with women in Bayside, Queens. Joe know what Bayside, Queens is back in the days. You a brother. If you were a brother in New York back in the days, you know, whether you stayed in Brooklyn, in the Bronx, you try to get a woman of another ethnicity in Bayside, Queens in the 90s and 80s. And see if you go back home to your home. I was dealing with Gentile women back in the 90s. Brothers were afraid to talk to Gentile women in the 90s. And when they saw me did it, then they came with me. That's when brothers were like, yo, Rollo, man, I want to hang out with you, man, because you getting them Gentile women, man. I care for the sisters, bro, but you getting them Gentile women. The Gentile woman was okay looking back in the days. Now, fast forward to 2024, these Gentile women is having our sisters' bodies, bro. You know it's bad, Joe, when a Gentile that is not in the best of shape, a brother would rather choose that than a fit sister. You know something is happening. This shift is changing. When a brother would choose a Gentile that's not even in shape, would rather deal with her than deal with a fit sister or assuming he fit. And brothers, as much as women is talking about us, they're not going to leave their man for you just like that. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. You the most sought out. You know why you the most sought out, brothers? You know why you the most sought out? Because you are the keys to the kingdom. Even in your wicked, foolish ways, you still have a chance to go to the kingdom. You are the keys to the kingdom. You don't realize that because you don't promote that. What do you mean by that, Rollo? You are the vessel to the king, to the kingdom. Why you think other men are using your good and bad ways and making more money than you? You are the currency, brothers. And everybody is taking a piece of your currency, of what you say on this platform. You got others biting your hand, and they making a killer off your words. You're the currency, brothers. And now you have polluted the currency because you want to live unrighteously than righteously. You know we're going to get blamed regardless because we are the currency. We are the effing currency. Is I'm lying? Are we not the currency? Why do you think the Gentiles want to live around you with your crazy behind self? Listen, tell me if I'm lying, Joe. Tell me if I'm lying, Corey. Why do Gentiles want to live around you more now? When back in the days they didn't want you around them. Why they moving to where you at now? Answer that question. Can y'all answer that question? You don't want to grow. You want to stay stuck in your misery and your own vomit, and everybody wants to be around you. They watching you now. Even through your own miserably, they use your miserably and capitalize off of you. You had your own NBA league. You had your own football league. And they had no money coming in back in the days. Our women were looking real fine in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. Why do you think they women went to the Nazi route? We're going to say Nazi route. Why do you think they women went to the Nazi route with Suzanne, whatever her name is, with the Nazi route? Because they seen the B-Dab was getting very well taken care of by the brothers. You know where the brothers made the mistake? Instead of following Booker T. Washington, they followed King. King sent you to a burning bush. Booker T. Washington wanted to flourish on the West Coast. Look it up. MLK got you integrated. Why would you need integrated when you was doing more better than you doing now? Nobody listened to Booker T. Washington, his blueprint. He didn't say separate from the Gentiles. He said we could flourish. They're going to give us the West Coast. They want the East Coast. Let them have the East Coast. We have the West Coast. We'll figure it out. But our people wanted to listen to King. And that's when our women went downhill. And that's when the men went downhill. That's the burning bush. Going into corporate. How many of you in corporate right now? Put a 1 in the chat. If you're in corporate right now, put a 1 in the chat. We went from eating good to eating vomit. We went from drinking the best water to drinking nasty water. And now everybody in America is obese because we became obese. Now they became obese. When we became obese, America became obese. I keep telling you, we're the currency. And now the currency is falling because we fallen, because we follow in the ways of the fallen ones. Are you paying attention? You want a better currency? Follow the Most High. You want to be back in shape? You want to eat the best food? You want to get out of this inflation debt? Follow the ways of the Most High. He controls the currency. He wants your currency to be with him, not with the fallen ones. All right, let's get to what this German woman said. Whew. I gotta find a clip. Okay. All right, let's see what this beat does. Let's get to it. Let's get to this quick one here. If y'all want to come on a panel, the panel link is right here. If you want to come on a panel, I have the panel for today. If you want to come on a panel and want to talk, the link is right there. Let's see. Let me share this. Let me show y'all what's going on. Let's see what this leads to. All right, let's go to her.
So there's a woman that is German, right? And she going in on my sisters, right? And I got to put my little 2 cents in on this bad boy. And I first want y'all to hear what she said.
Black American women are no competition, and that's how I got my man.
Now, she said Black American women ain't got no competition. They are no competition, and that's how I got my man. Now, that's a sound bite. She didn't actually say just that. She went in on what she was trying to explain. She was trying to explain this, and a lot of women got upset. Check this out. My melanated sister gonna break this down. Check this out.
Why would that German woman eat us up like that? And when I say us, I mean us as Black women. If you haven't seen the video, the woman came out, German women talking about how Black American women are no competition, like none at all. And
so there's a woman that is German, right?
Okay, let's go to what this guy. This is what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. This is not. I can't deal with this dude, man. Let's try to hear what he has to say.
There's a lot of propaganda and fake news regarding German women and Black men, and let's just be honest. A lot of it is false. I was told if you walk inside of a club or bar, a lounge establishment of some sort, and a woman finds you attractive, she's going to buy you a beer. She is going to approach you. Black men, that is a lie. The U.S. has had a presence in Germany for who knows how long. These German women have seen Black men before. You're not the first attractive or semi-attractive Black man she's ever seen in her life. So if you think you're coming to Germany and you're going to get laid or you're going to get played just because you're Black, you are absolutely wrong. You are not going to get pursued. The Lies They Tell About Germany, Volume 1. There's a lot of propaganda and fake news.
Now, he does have a point. Just because you're a so-called Black man doesn't mean they're going to come to you and lay heels over your head and do this and that and the third. It don't work like that. It doesn't work like that. However, it's not a propaganda in the sense of what the woman said. What that woman said is not a propaganda. All right, fair use. We're going to use the Hodge Twins video. It's a 12-minute video. Okay, let me see if anybody's coming in. Okay, nobody's coming in. All right. Let's get to it. Oh.
Yes, man, I'm over here.
Yeah, I'm hanging in there too, man. Life's hard. How you doing, Keith? Shut up. How you doing? Overtime.
Man.
Yeah, I'm tired too. I'm tired too. Yeah, the overtime tired, y'all. Yeah, we fitting all kinds of stereotypes in this video. Oh, tired Negro.
Interrupt them because that's not something that I learned from home. If somebody would speak, and especially a man, you would let that man speak and then you would listen and then say whatever you have to say, right? So I was clean. I cooked. He didn't know what it was when a woman is actually in the room asking him, like, do you want something to drink? Before I got myself something to drink. Do you want something to eat? Before I started to eat my food, I would ask him, do you want to have a bite? I would come out of nowhere and just have a fruit bowl and just offer him some fruit. He didn't know none of this. So my husband, back then boyfriend, really thought this was a dream come true. He didn't know how to deal with none of this because all this me coming through, just being nurturing by nature, his peoples and his family didn't even do that for him. You know, like the family.
She said even the people in his family didn't do it for him. Ooh, man, she is really put herself out here. I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling y'all, they is not afraid to speak on what's going on over here. They not afraid no more. They not afraid no more. Back in the days, they would not even say that out their mouth. Man, they don't care. Ooh, the assaulted is. Man, oh my goodness. This eclipse is going to teach you a lot about how people really, really are, man. In the beat down, you know, back in the days when I was coming up, they wouldn't even say this out their mouth. They saying this now because they trying to get to the kingdom. They ain't trying to go to hell. They ain't trying to go to hell. They want to go to the keys of the man. You know what that is, and get into that kingdom. Oh man, this is a spiritual warfare. This is real. Let's go.
There is no family unit. The average family, especially Black American family, has barely a family unit. You know, there is no breakfast, lunch, and dinner at set times. And these are things that I introduced my husband to with my family. Can you imagine that impact that?
She said this is what she introduced her husband to what her family do. Oh man. Yo, y'all make sure y'all share this video, you know what I'm saying, on your channel, man. For real, man. Get wind of this, talk about it. Ooh-wee, this is crazy.
I had on him back then. So gentlemen, do not be afraid of traveling. There are so many more women out there who are willing to take care of you. It doesn't matter if they're young. It doesn't matter if they're older. They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living.
She said American women are lost and delusional in a strong delusion. I didn't say that. I did not say that. Don't come for me. Don't come for me and say, what are you talking about? No, listen to what she said again. I didn't say it. She said it. The warning is out.
They are willing to take care of you, willing to work with you, willing to be a part of your life. You don't have to deal with whatever you are dealing with back in your hometown, because unfortunately, a lot of American women are lost in the delusional world that they are living in, and they don't even understand that they are going to be lonely for a long time, if not for the rest of their life.
Ooh, man. Man, if Cortez in the building, bro, if I were you, I'll play this clip. I know it's up to you, fam, you and your lady, respectfully. I gotta see y'all review this, man. I gotta see y'all review this, because this is, woo-wee. Man, oh man. This plays a role in 2025, y'all. This is part of the book, okay?
They say by choice, but I don't believe them.
It's not only she's talking about black women, she's talking about American women in general. You know? Yeah. That's the point I got from it. What she said is, well, it sound like where did he come from? It sound like he came from nothing. He even had parents or any kind of love or anything. Yeah. And he said he was an average man. You know, it don't sound average to me. It comes from that. His whole family
nothing.
The whole family didn't even love him.
I don't think that was average. He ain't got
That's
nothing.
not the typical black man. I don't think.
know.
Yeah.
That kind of bothered me what she said. She said that, you know, I don't know if she was speaking on black people, saying there's no family unity. And that's, I mean, black people are known for that, from family getting together with, I don't know what.
What's that?
I heard her say that.
What's that movie called? It's real popular. Martin Lawrence is in it. Big Mama's House.
Big Mama or Roscoe Chicken.
All right. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. I guess people don't want to come on and talk about this. Now, if I was talking about some other stuff, y'all come on a panel. Y'all come on a panel for this, because this is too much to talk about. You don't want to put yourself on the panel. What's going on? I want to hear what y'all have to say, because they're already letting you know the replacements for you are here, ladies. They letting you know your replacement is here, ladies. When the shutdown happened, that gave the advantage more to the international women and the international men. When I went to Johannesburg, South Africa, I could not believe what I saw. I mean, it was like I was in a higher realm. It's one thing to see it on videos. In person, Johannesburg, South Africa is like 20 times ahead of America. I kid you not. The shopping, the women on point for the most part, the men, they do what they do. And yes, there's a bad side to Johannesburg, South Africa, but I'm telling you right now, man, it's 200 years ahead. What's going on?
Yo, you speaking a lot of truth right there. Hey, we gave the warning to folks. We certainly did. You know what I mean? And us not getting together, the price is being paid. We're being phased out.
Well, that's part of the shift, because it's the people accepted it. Listen, you can't tell me otherwise that our people don't love evil. They do.
Yes, they do. Why they in these clubs in these different places that represents evil? I don't understand it. That when you try to do good, they shut you down. I don't get it, for real. And I'm so far from going from the people. That's why I don't be on these panels. I don't be on these shows. I don't be on YouTube as much. I may just watch. I'm mostly on my real work, working, trying to build up a real company, trying to build up real good things and all that. And that stuff is working for me. And I've been dealing with people outside my race. I've been dealing with more people about money in other countries, and it has been working. They've been teaching me some good things. So I'm already shift over, my man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I already shift over. And it's just sad that it is. I hope my people here and there and stuff like that, the ones who are in business for themselves and all that, but you can't get really in deep into them and stuff like that. And next thing you know, you in front of the stores drinking liquor and drinking beer and having a good time getting together. And I know a spot right now I could drink right now, and black folks are happy when they get together on that type of tip and doing rage and doing evil stuff to each other. That's the only time they're happy. And stuff. And the times where they're happy, I'm out there making money. I don't have time for that world no more. I really don't have no time for it. I'm pushing them far away as much as I can. Hey, we gave chance after chance after chance. Chances is over. You know? You deal with it.
Now, what's your take on not hearing it from me? It's one thing. Hearing it from this German woman. Not every man could go to Germany and get a German woman. That's a brother. It has to be something about you that you're not Americanized, number one. Number two, that you are not short-sighted and you're not a fool and you have sense. See, that's why she picked him. And did you hear what she said? She said her husband did not know about 3 prep meals. And oh man, she went in, man.
I heard her.
Woo, woo, man. And this is what I'm gonna say. A lot of brothers have not had that before in their life, bro. Oh man, bro. They wasn't bold like that back in the days. They've been bold since 2020, the shutdown, bro. They've been bold. I didn't even get to the recent thing what the Filipino woman said. She said that we glad you letting these brothers go who you think they don't have nothing going on. Now that they with us, we in the kingdom. You going to hell. Woo!
Oh, damn.
Woo! Woo! Wee!
That's a sword, a jacket, a 12-gauge shotgun,
Ooh,
everything
man.
that Filipino woman said.
Whatever,
Damn. You know what I
whatever
mean?
brother she's dealing with, that let me tell you something, Keystone. Let me tell you ladies something right now. When that man put that down low on you, you become his instrument. Because you don't see it. The reason why you don't see it, because you want to be Eve so bad. You fight off his DNA and you let the devil be your husband. Woo! And that's why you can't have no man.
I'm gonna put it to you like this.
Let me finish. When you as a man has a powerful sermon, powerful truth, and you put that alternate DNA information, that woman, like how that German, she was talking like a sister.
Yeah.
She was talking like a sister, bro. Because whatever he got going on and he put that information in her, she was talking like a sister when I was coming up. That love her, man. That's how you talk. And you don't let nobody come in. She ain't letting nobody come in and mess up her situation. Woo! Wee! You ain't getting that in America these days.
Nope. I'm gonna tell you something too. A lot of these sisters want to replace the white woman, for what I see.
How they gonna replace the white woman to hell? That's what they're going to.
Yeah, that's what they want to
Well,
do.
are you listening to yourself?
A lot of sisters go with white dudes.
Are you listening to yourself? What you just said, they want to replace the white woman. Why is it that most of the white women and most of the Gentile women is going to a sincere brother? Who's going to the kingdom? Who's not going to the kingdom?
You just said it right there. You already know who's not going to the kingdom, right there. And I've been seeing in the race. I've been seeing more younger sisters going with white guys now. You know what I mean? They don't pay the brothers no mind no more. So it's different.
It's not about who they dating, bro. Are you listening?
It's about their spirit, and it's about who they choose. They choose either Satan or they even choose the Most High. It's one or the other.
And I'm not saying Gentile men can't go to the kingdom because they can. What I'm saying is, the women want to replace the white woman when the white woman, so-called white woman, realize that majority of their men is going to hell with the black Esau man.
Yep.
So, okay, if they want to go there, they want to go there. And if that so-called white man is not right with God, she going to hell with him.
Mm-hmm.
More likely.
That's the point I just wanted to make. You made the point exactly I want you to make right then and right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was just trying to explain and putting them what I'm seeing on the streets out here, not on YouTube, on the streets. I see this on the streets every day now. And you can't tell me.
The other worlds ain't thinking about no Project 2025. You know why? Because they've been through so many Project 2025s in their country for a long time that America is getting a taste of it now.
You got to remember what Project 2025 is too. Remember, they turned against the man who was helping them. You know? Now they're going to get the revenge. Mm-hmm. Think about that. You know?
Mm-hmm.
All these sisters, everybody getting scared, including my sisters are getting scared, of this project 25. I ain't worried about it because I know where I'm moving to business wise and what I'm about to do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And I know where I'm going, I know where I'm aiming to. And I'm not talking about it on here at all. All you're gonna see is just the proof in the pudding. That's it. I'm far away from this gossip, Hollywood, all that. I don't give a damn about none of that crap. None. You know what I mean? I don't give a damn who's whistling Dixie. I don't give a damn who's dating, who's having sex with who. I don't care about that. And I'm not even hungry for that Mary Jane Rotten Crouch. You know what I mean? I had so much of it, it don't phase me no more. You know?
Yeah.
I like the fact you could be out here making money, be on business, being on phone and stuff like that. And you can help your homies grow businesses and everybody else around you grow businesses. And that's where my mindset is at. Not sitting on here on some damn panels arguing back and forth, and no dudes are not even paying you or not doing anything for you. They don't even donate to your damn Cash App and stuff like that. They could donate to my Cash App plenty of times. I had it a few times, but it didn't happen in the way I wanted. So I don't need your money, to be honest with you. Because depending on y'all, I'd have been I would have been homeless. I would have been homeless, eating out of damn trash cans and shit. You know what I mean? And drinking old stale beer if I depended on this YouTube.
Hey man, you gotta think. I think positive. I get what you're saying. I think positive. I don't even. To me, it's more to it than that. It's who you dealing with, who you hanging out with, who you interacting with. Or I'm just saying this shift. It's not no scaring. It's just a warning. What the Most High is going to do. Replacements is here. That's all I'm gonna say. And
the AI and everything too, y'all. People better think about that too.
it's not even about the fallen ones, bro. You gotta understand, you the currency. I've been saying this before. Anybody else on YouTube? You're the currency. What you gonna do with your currency? You gonna play with it, or you going to suffer? It's either you gonna suffer or you gonna get out of it.
Right.
That's it. You know how Trump knows that. How everybody? Why you think they go to our people first, then they go to their people? Because we're the currency. We dictate what goes on, good or bad. We became evil. We continue to be evil. Majority of our people continue to be evil, and there's a side effect to that. It's no excuse. This is what it is.
Right, and you see that in these cities. People can change.
You see people. I don't have to say it because it's prominent. You see people, and they have their choice. If you want to donate madness, that's your decision. Just don't come to me or anybody when the shift hits you because of your decision. You can't come to me and say, hey, let's do business. No, it don't work like that. If you ain't do it during the time of me getting to where I'm at, my doors are shut. This is how the Most High shut doors and open doors. My doors are shut to you because you didn't do it while I was coming up. And see, when you get to a level you're supposed to get to, that's when they want to come and talk to you. They don't want to talk to you when you're doing the groundwork. They want to talk to you when you finish the groundwork. And the shift is the women overseas are dealing with guys who may not have too much and help them get to where he gets to, just like that brother dealing with that German woman.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't coming back to America. He won't even visit America. If he does, she'd be like, nah, no, let's go to Europe. Let's go somewhere else. Forget America for what they did to you. You got women in other countries who are doing okay and have a family that's doing pretty good. And they don't have to come back to America. Bro, when I went to Johannesburg, South Africa, it put New York City out of business. It put your state, Philadelphia, out of business, LA out of business. It will put you out of business. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
And majority of the women is natural. Bro, just like how the sisters were in the 90s, they 10 times more that.
That's
and
what I'm talking about.
The crazy thing about it is that majority of them, from what I've seen, they have a husband. Now, that's not to say ain't no single women in South Africa, Johannesburg. It's more single than it is in America, I'll tell you that. That's why they growing. And it's a little bit more expensive to even live there than it is in America.
Wow.
Because when you do the right things, it's going to be. This is what a lot of people don't want to tell you. When you do the right thing, things grow. When you don't do the right thing, it's poor. The devil is poor. God is rich.
You're staggered. You know what I'm saying? And it goes down when you don't do right by people.
Yep.
Too much. See, when you go to the other countries too, you see the culture, you see what it's all about, and you learn different things instead of staying in the same place. And most of these cats, like you say in Brooklyn, never left their blocks. People in South Philly had never left their block or never left South Philly. They don't even know about the outer areas of the tri-state. You know what I'm saying? And that's sad, you know?
I can't worry about that. I only could go by what I see, and there's spiritual laws to everything. Well, that's about it. I'm gonna get on out of here. So I open up the panel today.
It's pretty great. I'm glad you put that truth out there. You know, stay off those panels, keep on becoming rich, travel more of the world, be flourish. You know what I mean? And get that, and you're already in that status. Get that more of that millionaire status in the door and live with it. But you're a millionaire by spirit too, right?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. It's not even just by paper currency or money. That don't mean nothing when you can do the barter system. But people won't come together to do that right either. Sad. And pathetic. You know, we had the chance to get together, had the chance to grow, and we destroyed it. So the gender's going full steam. I know what your people are going to do, but I know what I'm going to do. All right, I'm out.
Peace. All right. That's 676. So to Joe, to Cortez, to Corey, to everybody tuning in. Hey, look, just get your spirit right, get your mind right with God first and foremost. Get yourself in good health. Change your ways of doing things, and you'll see a better direction. Because I'm telling you, it's coming to a day near you. They already have the implemented. It's going to come to fruition just because of the people. Because a lot of American women don't realize this, and American men don't realize this. There's a lot of places it's 200 years ahead of you. 200 years ahead of you. And like what Joe said, for those who don't want to hear what the Most High have to say, that's going to be you. Mm-hmm. You'll be the first one online, more likely, to take the beep, beep, beep because of fear. I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to find out more of what this German woman had to say. I gotta hear the whole story. If that's the whole story, that's a wrap. Woo-wee. Let me go out and enjoy this time outside and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So y'all take it easy, and I'll speak with y'all soon. Hit the like the video, share the video. Let people know about this video. Put it out there. And thanks to that one person that supported the Cash App earlier today. And with that said, I am signing off. Peace.